few seconds of some Tai Chi meditation, just a nice deep breath.
We first met in Kung Fu lessons. Trina was really excited that I spoke Hebrew, and we just clicked, I think, from day one.
Let's go!
Let's go! Alright, I'm going to do the rice with the sushi.
Okay, and I'm starting with very fresh chicken soup.
And then Trina was really the first one who brought me into the community. I think the first meal I had at Trina's house was her yummy Singaporean curry. So I'm just checking the rice. I check mine 3 or 4 times and I wash it.
Okay, ginger, where is my ginger?
We're in. Click the button, and this is going to be for our sushi.
How many cloves of garlic do you want in the soup?
Just one big one.
One like that size? I've already put one in. I'll put another one in.
Trina has helped me with 2 of the emergency births, home births. Turned up in time to help deliver my girls. So we've worked as a team before, and I'm very honoured. This is why I can never say no to Trina when she asks for help. I never would, and I adopted her like my Jewish mother. She walked me to the chuppah.
We've done turmeric, we've done ginger, we've done garlic.
For the first course, we decided that I would do my Asian style entree. So we had sweet chicken and corn soup, which basically, if you went to any top Chinese restaurant anywhere in the world, you always get sweet chicken and corn soup. Get the last of the bugs out. So we thought we'd try that and make the stock from scratch. We had chicken and ginger gyozas. When I chop, this is when my husband gets scared of my fingers, because he knows I'm clumsy.
This is the thing that every Sephardi woman gets as a wedding present. The idea of a mortar and pestle is that it actually breaks up the flavours as opposed to like a knife or a food processor that sort of just chops it. And then if you put just a little bit of salt, it just helps break it down just that little bit. My mother called it a tumbo tumbo, so if you hear me saying tumbo tumbo, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the Iraqi way of calling it, because my mother's, even though she was from Singapore, her mother was from Baghdad.
Trina and I have very similar cooking styles and personalities, so we're very spontaneous in the kitchen. Maybe sometimes a bit slow, but we're spontaneous.
No, I'm going to use a lot of chili tonight.
Well, at least we warn them on the menu.
That's right. Our
Shabbat meals are divided between half Asian, half Sephardi. So we'll have a stir fry beside stuffed eggplant.
The corn didn't go in the pressure cooker.
Can you open it now or not?
I knew I forgot something. Where is the corn? Yeah. I'm just going to whack it into a pot quickly, and then I'm just going to take some hot water.
So a lot of these recipes use can of creamed corn, but I don't really think that we should be using anything from a can for this exercise.
You know what? Tonight they're actually going to be eating food that was cooked exactly the way my mother did it, her mother did it, and her mother before that did it. And that's why our restaurant name, Tradition, is so, it's just right.
We said this is our personality. The origami was showing the Asian side, the Pirkei Avot bringing the Jewishness back into it all, which was Trina's idea to put the Pirkei Avot in there, and I made the origami. So this is how we balance off as a team.
I'm toasting the almonds, and then once I'm finished that, I'm going to actually start the curry. And these are the curry leaves I just picked fresh today. Oh, they're beautiful. It's got the most beautiful aroma.
No pave cream.
No pave, pada, what's the brand? Whatever. I don't know. My mother was known to cook the best curry in Singapore. So if anybody doesn't like this curry, it's because they actually don't know what curry should taste like. I will actually not be offended, because if somebody doesn't know what something should taste like or appreciate it, they just don't have those taste buds to do it.
This is one of the most popular sushis in Japan, and basically it's a sweetened omelette.
So the main that we chose was the traditional curry and rice that I've been cooking for many, many years, that my mother has been serving for many, many years. Can't you smell that? Isn't that unreal?
This is our special invention with no pave cream.
The lamb's absolutely beautiful. Look at the colour of it. Okay, I've just put the meat on and I'm just closing the lid, and that's just going to cook away for a little bit.
sushi needs to be crispy.
I've just taken the pressure cooker off, so now I'm taking off the lid, and there is soup cooked in 1 hour. Okay. It's glossy.
So, most people roll with their, flatten the sushi with their fingers, but I like my sushi nice and tight. So Trina, we're giving away all of our secrets.
Oh, you know what? It's like, you know, when I do Tai Chi, it sounds so easy, but it takes years and years of experience. And you have to have the patience, and you have to have the love.
Alright, first sushi roll.
Have we got those wonton wrappers that are defrosted, aren't they?
Defrosted. Okay, that's good. Does that look good, Trina?
Beautiful. Try it. The potatoes are going to take away from the heat, and the coconut cream is going to take away from the heat.
Delicious.
Let them in.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, look how beautiful it looks.
Oh, next to gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Look at these fortune cookies. Are we allowed to open the menu?
Hi guys!
Hi!
Tonight is our last home restaurant.
Aww.
You might be sad, but I'm sure you're all excited for a last great meal.
And I am excited to see what Jeremy and Rebecca played up.
Putz! That was last week!
Well, I think everyone's looking pretty starving, so let's get moving and introduce our judges. As always, we have the Bulla Booster of Bling, Danielle Glick, and the chef who is not afraid to shoot from the hip flask, David Stratton.
Bling bling! Wow! What do you think of this, Dal?
That is
Dal,
impressive.
really?
Hi everyone.
Thank you very much for joining us in our home, because it is our home. Tonight, our restaurant name, as you will see, is Mama Masoret, which is tradition, and Mama is because we're mothers. So the menu this evening, it's got the ketoret flavor. Now ketoret was the incense that was burned on the altar, and they said when all the different balms and spices were put together, the smell was something that you could smell it all over the world.
And you'll find on your table as well, we've made some fortune cookies, and I have some sukim from MKKR for you to play and enjoy with.
So we're just running a few minutes behind, so in the meantime, sit back, relax. We'll see you a little bit later.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you want me to start pouring the soup?
These are starting to stick together. Can you hear that? Do they sound excited?
Put it on higher, put it on.
No, I'm finished, I'm finished.
Thank you for your patience, and we hope that you enjoy your meal.
Wow.
Oh my god. Wow. Is this on tray? Or like the
Wow,
whole
check out that
This is on tray.
Thanks a lot, it's incredible.
It's amazing.
I know this with you, I'm so
Oh
excited.
yeah, that's nice.
I don't want to eat first.
I love everything on my plate. I got a bit of this, a bit of this, and a bit of this.
Alright, so tonight's entree is of Japanese heritage. So there's tamago sushi, which is very popular in Japan. Then we have chicken and ginger gyozas. Also a cup of sweet corn and chicken soup. Hope you enjoy the meal.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Oh my god, I don't know what to eat first, seriously.
Soup is amazing. I love how it's in a teacup. I know, it's so cute. So cute.
Aren't you supposed to put gyoza into the soup?
Yeah.
Mix it together?
Wontons usually go in the soup.
I was going to put them in soy sauce.
She's used fresh corn, which I think is really nice.
Oh, look, if they just served me the soup alone, I'd be really, really happy so far.
Also, they've seasoned the rice like you do in sushi.
Yeah.
And like, it's not overpowering, but it's slightly sweet, slightly vinegary, and it's really nice. Like, I wish you could buy this in Melbourne.
Yeah. When I saw gyoza on the menu, I was like so excited because I've always something I've seen in magazines that I've always wanted to try but never had. Not in a kosher restaurant in Melbourne, and I don't even think I've had it overseas. And they are absolutely amazing. Really.
Yeah.
The presentation is beautiful.
Amazing.
For me, I haven't been to a kosher restaurant in Australia and been served like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite something.
I'm so hungry, I'm going to eat my napkin.
Do you think maybe they tried to do too much and that's why it's taking so long?
The entree was extremely large, so it's probably good to have a bit of a rest, but this is probably gone a little bit too long.
Can you see the lid, the flat lid? Can you see the flat lid of the... Which? The curry pot, from the curry pot. No, it's got to be the flat lid from the curry pot. I had it before. Is it on the table over there?
That one.
I get one on my nose, like everything. No, I just want to get the dessert started already.
Everybody doesn't want to eat. More salad or is that enough?
Alright everyone, so hope you enjoyed entrees and haven't starved.
We had enough to eat. There were 3 courses in entree.
It's true.
Amazing. The chefs have been told that they have to plate up, so dinner, the main course, is now imminent. So
That was Mashiach.
anyway, everyone ready for main course? Because here it comes.
We hope it's worth the wait.
Wow.
Looks pretty good.
Love the plating up.
This is the way that my mother serves curry and rice. My mother's from Singapore and she's from Iraqi background. And all the Iraqi Jews that live in Singapore, this is how they serve their curry and rice.
Wow, thank you so much.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy. I thought the whole idea of a curry was it's in one pot.
And I wouldn't use that cut of lamb.
She said this is how my mum cooked it, so her mum must have used round chops.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Have any of you guys got those curry leaves over here?
Yep.
So that gives nice subtle curry flavor.
I'm not a fan of double carbs. Like I don't like rice and then potatoes.
You need something to soak up the sauce. You can't just add curry.
I agree.
Like, that's what the rice does.
I've never
I don't
enough
think there's a
sauce to-
problem.
I've just noticed that the carrots actually takes longer to cook, but they're quite soft as opposed to potatoes that are quite undercooked.
Okay.
So just wondering at which stage they put the potatoes in that curry, if they did.
I think the meat is amazing. It just literally fell off the bone here, which I think it's really yum. But too much rice and not enough sauce. But the meat was just really good, and the salad was yum. I ate all of that. What do you think?
I don't see how the salad goes.
I think the whole dish for me has some beautiful aspects to it. It's really warm and inviting. It's a good hearty dish. But I do have to mention there is this salad on the side here. I'm calling it an Israeli salad. I don't get how it works.
Do you think this is restaurant quality, Danielle?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they seem to have said from the beginning that they wanted to mix the Japanese theme and the Sephardi theme, and I think that they're doing that throughout every meal, every course, and they did that. They clearly did that in the entree. And I think they've done that here with the Israeli salad.
Yeah.
Going with the curry and rice.
I can't see how it took so long. I honestly
Well, I
can't.
said entree was very also like what you were saying about the carbs. Like entree was very carb heavy and really filling, and then this main is also really like very filling. It's delicious. It was filling.
But isn't that typical kosher food sometimes? It's like bring it on the curry.
More carbs, more carbs.
And how long does this need to be baking for?
What is the time?
Guys, I feel like we can have a milking dessert. It's been like almost 6 hours. This has been one of the longest meals ever. From what I've seen, the food has been good, but the time between each course has been hours. So dessert's around the corner. It's nearly Wednesday. We started Monday night, but we hope it's going to be tasty. We hope you enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Pretty good.
Because normally you can enjoy this with a scoop of ice cream, but for the sake of the competition, we experimented 100 times till we came up with this white frost. So it's completely pave, but not pave cream at all. The sauce does have a little bit of chili in it. Ooh. So if it does get a little bit spicy, that's why it's accompanied by a nana tea.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, the frost is good.
It's coconut milk. It's coconut cream.
Coconutty.
It's amazing, and the ability to take something, you don't need to use artificial substitute. Use a real coconut, natural substance, and you'll be able to whip it up. It's quite a novelty.
What? So upset.
What's wrong?
The sauce, they ruined it.
The chili.
It's supposed to be chili.
I
It's
get
Thai.
it, but
It's
why
Thai.
ruin a perfect
Thai's never that spicy.
Supposed
You
to
know,
taste like
this
that.
cream
I
is
get
stunning,
it.
and I get the pistachios, but this isn't edible.
Is that spicy?
No, we
Way
need
too
to
spicy.
Not
This-
edible.
I like
Oh my
it.
The
gosh,
sauce.
I love it.
Adding chili
Love.
to chocolate and to this type of thing is something that's done. Like a
That's what it
chili
is.
chocolate. And
There's a chili chocolate which
Yeah.
tastes exactly
Lynch.
like this.
a lynch,
Yeah,
chili
so
chocolate.
I mean there is, but I mean we had a sweet entree,
Right.
David, a sweet entree and
Yeah,
a spicy dessert.
Not happy.
Okay, I'm tapping out. I'm not a fan.
Neither.
The chili is overpowering. I don't like the flavours. I have to go to my tea.
I like the coconut.
Cheers, and I'm with Jacqueline. Sorry.
And let's be fair, because spicy chili is subjective, right? So you might love it and you might not. So give us the opportunity to add it perhaps to the dish.
Except the tea's just really sickly sweet.
No, there's
I
nothing
know
better
the
than
tea.
finishing with mint at the end of
Yeah,
the
the tea
meal.
was amazing. I drank all of it.
I
I thought
can't
it was
taste
great.
mint, I can taste sugar.
I wouldn't put any sugar into the tea because you've got quite a lot of sweetness here in the cake and in the creams.
Nothing better than finishing the meal with fresh mint at the end of the meal. For me, that was a perfect flavour.
I loved it. The cream gave it this nice, refreshing taste with the mixture of the tea and the cream. It was just, oh, it's perfect.
I think the technique that they have showed in making that cream and that pudding is really, well, especially the cream is really amazing. That they've made it a para cream without being a para cream. I think that if in a kosher restaurant in Melbourne that this was offered on a menu as an option, I would go for this most definitely.
Now I think it's time that we welcome back our chefs for tonight. When we started the meal, they were teenagers. Now we have Noah and Trina. Everyone, welcome them back.
Hi, thank you so much for an amazing dinner. We walked in and it just looked beautiful and I was so excited. Entree was incredible. It was so professional. Main course was also really good, but we felt that there was too much rice throughout and maybe not enough sauce. So tonight we're gonna score a 7.5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, Mama and Mama. Firstly, thank you so much for tonight. We thought you went to a lot of trouble just to put everything out tonight, and that went through your meal as well. The presentation of all your dishes were beautiful. Entree was something different and modern and exciting. Main course, my lamb was slightly undercooked. I would have liked it a little bit softer. And dessert, again, while being subjective, I thought it was a little heavy on the chai in the pudding, and Jack found the chili a little overpowering. Unfortunately, also, it did take a bit of time to come out between courses. And you know what? That's what happens when you're under the pressure and trying to get so much done, perhaps too much.
Look, in all honesty, because there was a time factor in it, we have deducted a couple of marks, and for that we're giving you a 5 tonight.
Thank you.
Hi Trina and Noah, thank you so much. You walk in here and you want to come again. starting with the entree, the dumplings were just about the best dumplings I've ever had. The sushi was a little bit too sweet.
We both felt that the dessert was absolutely fantastic. The technique that you showed in making that cream. In all honesty, we were going to score an 8, but again, due to the time that it took for some of the things to come out, we just sort of felt that we had to take off 1 mark. So overall, we'll give you a 7. But there was just some fantastic dishes there. Seriously.
You really have to publish those recipes.
Yes.
Like, I'm not kidding. A couple of them, the dumplings and the cream.
Yes, dumplings and the cream.
Need to get out there.
And the chai.
So Trina and Noah, I've had the pleasure or the honour to also be a contestant on a Tzedakah Project, a TV cooking show, where we were given firm time constraints. I feel that if I wasn't to penalise you for having extended amount of time, it just wouldn't be fair to the other contestants. I think that allowed you to do a more complicated menu and to demonstrate a lot more technique because you had more time. I think the food was in many ways superior to what we've eaten in other restaurants, okay? The entree was unbelievable. I've eaten in kosher restaurants in New York and your food matched that perfectly. With the dessert, whilst it wasn't to my personal taste, because I don't like chili, as you girls know, I probably would have preferred more chai, just a chai sauce or just like a butterscotch sauce. I would have given you an 8, but I'm gonna have to give you a 6.5. I'm sorry, ladies. I really enjoyed your restaurant. I would love to come back. Kol hakavod, you did us really proud. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, thank you for a beautiful dinner. I must tell you that you've picked up a complex menu, complex dishes, starting with an appetizer. When you had your sushi and you had your soup, it takes skill, the things you've produced today. In terms of balance, you see, you have to try to find profundity within simplicity. It's easy to pick up a simple dish and to make it perfect, and this is where you would actually win. So for example, when you started with your appetizer, which was quite sweet, and I understand it was a sweet corn soup, there's a general concept in building the menu. You don't start with a sweet flavor. You start with something sour to tantalize, to awaken your palate. The coconut cream, the ability to take a natural ingredient and to whip it up and to make a beautiful pudding, the textures and the temperature balance between quite chill, cold whipped cream and a warm date pudding was beautiful. But what is the most important thing? And this is when I picked up your fortune cookie, and I've read here that it says, don't say when I have time I will study, for you may never have time. You have to understand, anything we do in this world, we have time restraint. Time and art, they don't go together. Art has no boundaries. You want to create, comes the time and tells you, but you only have a couple of hours and whatever. It's as if Hashem is coming and is telling you that you've only got 70, 80, 90 years of your life. Part of this competition was to work within that time, and I would give you, in terms of your performance, and really about 8.5 mark, but I would take away 1.5 just because you couldn't fit into the time frame. But thank you.
The way that we worked together, we worked as one, so we felt that we worked really amazingly in the kitchen.
We really need someone to stand over us and reprimand us and say, you've got half an hour left, you've got 10 minutes left. It really works for us like that, because it's not the first time we've been lectured about time.
It won't be the last.
If we ever opened a restaurant, I guess you could prepare for a really good meal, but there might be a little bit of a wait. It's Jewish food to us.
Anything that comes really from the heart. And that's really what it's about. And when you cook from the heart, then anything that you put on the plate it's just great.